Someone turned on you for somebody else and instantly regretted it. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family. Someone turned on you for somebody else and instantly regretted it. Somebody drop in the comments and say, it ain't what you thought it was. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, it ain't what you thought it was. See, more than often, y'all, people turn on other individuals because they feel like they are replaceable. And in my opinion, y'all, I believe in the society that we live today, they have given people too many options. But the sad reality about those options is they are false options, right? So for a man, you may see that all these guys with money in the top 1%, right? The top 10%, they have all these options of women who come from Indonesia, they come from Dubai, right? The top cities in the world, okay? And here you are working at your 9-to-5 job, thinking that you're gonna be able to bag something like that. And even if you were in the top 1 or 10%, not all of those women are for you, right? Sometimes it's about, a lot of times, it's about what you can do for them. For my women, you may see all these ladies out here being spoiled, being treated. They paying for first class flights, flying them out. Y'all know that's a big thing. I got flew out, right? And you see these women getting married, they're getting spoiled, as though that's what it seems. You see that they are going to dinners, they're getting all this special treatment. And here you are looking at your man who work a regular 9-to-5 job, hoping that he can give you the same experience. And so you tell yourself in your head, girl, I got options out here. I don't know what he doing, but I'm gonna just go ahead and start exploring my options. That's what you tell yourself. You know why? Because you've seen these women living this false reality, right? Not knowing what they are going through to get what they got, not knowing if they're being beat, not knowing whatever they're going through to get what they got. You're just comparing your situation. Let's just say you have a friendship, right? And you've been friends with this guy or girl or woman, whatever, for years. Here you are trying to throw them away because you feel like, oh, I can just join another sorority. I can just join another brotherhood. I can just join, a hobby. And now I meet my friends there. What people don't realize is that you ain't gonna meet a person with the same type of heart, the same type of character, the same type of mindset, the same type of actions, right? And also, y'all, with the same type of trust, because it takes years to build that. If y'all are understanding what I'm saying, drop in the comments and let me know. But let me break this down for you. What I'm simply saying is that a person who feel like they have all these options that don't exist will cause them to turn on you for other people real quick, right? It will cause them to turn on you, switch up on you real quick, because they feel like they can find what you are giving or what you have to offer within someone else. And it almost never worked that way. It almost never worked that way. I'm not saying that it have, right, or it never have, but for the most part, y'all, it ain't gonna work like that, right? You can't throw good people away and then think that you're gonna get another good person. God don't bless you like that. God don't bless a mess. Somebody drop that down below in the comments. God won't bless a mess. But family, as y'all can see, we are outside connected with nature, all right? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It's getting hot. I'm gonna have to start doing more videos in my crib because, hey, y'all, it's hot. I'm talking about, I feel like I'm in the Sahara Desert right now. I'm gonna try to stick it out, y'all, because I know y'all like these walks in the park, but family, it's hot. The waterfall's out, y'all. I don't see no goose or geese. I don't see no ducks. I see some turtles out here, all right? And that probably explains why they not out. It's too hot, just being honest. But y'all, I'm sending nothing but love, peace, prosperity, and happiness to the family. All right, if you're having a terrible day, y'all, understand it can get so much worse. It's so much bad going out here in the world, y'all. So much bad. And if you're living, you got a place to stay, you got something to drive, you got food to eat. I don't care if you just got breath in your body, you blessed. Somebody drop in the comments and say, appreciate your blessings, all right? But family, let's go ahead and get into this, because this is something that we've all been through. People turning on us for somebody else or something else because they thought that they had more to offer, all right? But anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. Leave a thumbs up on this video, as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all, but y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Let's get right into it, y'all. So number one, first thing is first. The reason why they grew the guts and the balls to do something like this was the person painted a false picture, all right? The person painted a false picture. So that person they turned on you for, they had some type of perception. Maybe it was a man who was making more than her man, all right? Maybe it was a woman who looked it better at that particular time. Maybe it was a person who had more to offer, a bigger house, you know, more money, a higher position. And this picture that was painted, it was painted as if you can be a part of it too. It was painted as if they was going to be able to be a part of it, and it made them feel like they was a part of something bigger. See, one thing I like in the movie In Too Deep with LL Cool J, he said, man, people want to be a part of something. They want to be a part of something bigger than them. Even Reno Speaks Riches, y'all. I want to be a part of something that's bigger than me. That's why I started my community. Okay, I'm going somewhere with this, y'all. I ain't trying to get nobody to join the membership unless you want to. But y'all follow what I'm saying. Everybody in the world wants to be a part of something big and bigger than them. Think about it. Malcolm X was a part of the Nation of Islam. That was bigger than him. And from my understanding, he wanted to go back to it. Martin Luther King was a part of an organization that was bigger than him. It was a church, of course, y'all, but it was a congregation. It's bigger than him. The point of what I'm making is, y'all, is that when people feel like you're not big enough, I'm not talking about celebrity status. I'm talking about as far as their future goes. I'm talking about as far as what they can see of them gaining from you, right? When they feel like they can't get it from you, or they feel like you're not big enough, or you're going to be able to supply their needs and they're going to be able to benefit from you, they will seek after other people. They will seek after other men, other women, right? Even other jobs. Think about it. We do it all the time. Hey, man, why you left the job? It wasn't paying enough. This job was paying 15. The other one was paying 25. I had to leave. You see what I'm saying, y'all? People want to be a part of something that is much bigger. And so when you understand this, you can get a great idea of how the human nature, the psychology of humans. So understand something, y'all. When this person painted this bigger picture, they gave them sweet nothings, whispered things in their ear, told them how things was going to be, told them what they would not have to worry about if they was a part of them, right? Don't it sound familiar, y'all? When a person tell you, hey, if you was over here, you wouldn't have to deal with this. Hey, if you was working at my job, I'll have this for you. And as soon as you get over there, none of those things exist, because the enemy's job is to take from you. The enemy's job is to make you feel like where you currently are, it is not good, right? And even if you're not in the best situation, you try to make the situation that you're in seem like you're at your worst, all right? So that person painted a false picture, false perception. They came with a bag of gold, right? But really it was a bag of trash. Number two, they seemed more valuable. Yeah, y'all. Let me say it once again. They seemed more valuable. Now, in this case, the word seem is a big word. Although it's a four-letter word, right? Let me break that down for you. When anything seems like anything, it forces action. Let me explain that. If it seemed like a person is rich, then the world would treat him with respect or treat her with respect, right? If it seems like it's going to rain, doesn't it cause you to prepare for the rain that's expectedly to come? And if it seems like it's going to be a tornado, wouldn't it cause you to prepare for a tornado? The point of what I'm saying is that seeing forces action, right? Now, this speaks on their character. This speaks on their mentality. This speaks on how naive they can be. This speaks on their selfishness as well. See, just because it seemed like something, it shouldn't cause you to make a assumption. It shouldn't cause you to make a decision or make a choice, especially over a person who you spent years with, especially over a person or entity that has had your best interest at heart. Now, again, y'all, I'm not saying that you can't better yourself. You most definitely can, especially when it comes to jobs, careers, things that are materialistic. But see, I don't see a person as materialistic, right? Because one thing you can't buy is a good heart. You can't buy trust. You can't buy loyalty. And you can't buy character. That has to be inside of a person. So when it comes to, oh, I'm going to better myself, so I had to leave him. No, you wasn't leaving him because he did something wrong. You left him because you thought somebody else was more valuable. Oh, I'm going to better myself, so I had to leave my woman. You ain't leave that woman because you thought she did something wrong. You left her because you seen another woman who you felt that was more, or seemed more valuable. The case in point here is, y'all, when people feel like someone else is more valuable, it causes them to treat you like trash, like you the scum of the earth, like you don't have anything to bring to the table, as if what you say could mean nothing. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? You've been paying bills, you've been folding clothes, you've been pouring into them, you've been giving them love, care, and compassion. I mean, the list goes on. You've been giving them all that you can give. But just because someone else seems more valuable, it causes them to jump ship. They turned on you, but they instantly regretted it. Let me give it to you this way, y'all. We got a BMW. Let's just take the newest one. And you have a Honda. Let's just take the newest one, right? It don't even have to be as new as that BMW. You know what I'm going to say is more valuable? I'm going to say the Honda is more valuable. Why? Because I'm not judging it off of what it looked like. I'm judging it off of how long it can drive or will drive. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? That is where the value lies at. So the point is, y'all, is that a lot of people would choose the BMW because it seems more valuable, but they miss the value that the Honda had. See, that person they turned on you for, they looked it valuable, it looked it good, it looked it nice, but there was the BMW. I came in. You was the Honda. You was gonna ride for 300,000 miles, 400,000 miles until the wheels fall off. That's the difference, y'all. But that other person seemed more valuable, all right? They put value on what they had and not the heart they possessed. Number 3, it's gonna be this right here, y'all. Revenge, y'all. You know, revenge builds up resentment. So a person can be wanting to get revenge off of you and you know, towards you, and you have no idea. They mad at something you did when you was in 3rd grade. They mad at something you said 2 years ago. They are pissed off at something you did without their permission. And here you are, including them in every single thing that you have done. You are including them in all the things that you are accomplishing. And the whole time they sitting back like, yeah, I got something for him. I got something for her. The whole time. And you're like, yo, you don't even see it actually until it actually happens. So you wondering, Reno, why would they turn on me? Revenge. That was plotting on you. But these are what I call cowards. See, a brave-hearted man or woman, they'll just end the relationship. They'll just end the friendship. Even when it comes to a job, on this note right here, they would make sure they see you face-to-face or see the boss face-to-face and tell them, hey, I don't want to work here. I'm going to put my 2 weeks notice in, but I'm just giving you heads up so you can replace my spot. That's what a brave-hearted person would do, right? Like before I left the airport, I didn't just quit. My other jobs, y'all, I would just walk off. I'm going to be honest. I was young. I was quitting these jobs when I was around 18, 19 years old. I think the last one I had did that on, I was like 21. But by the time I turned about 22, 23, I was like, you know what, man? Let's just go ahead and let them know. It don't serve you a purpose by doing that, and it doesn't serve them a purpose. Be a man about it. Tell them you're going to leave. And that's what I did, right? But see, let's just take a person who don't like how the boss run their job. They don't like how the manager treated them. They don't like how the co-workers act towards them. And they say, you know what? I'm going to get revenge. I'm going to just walk off, right? Or even worse, I'm going to just shoot the place up. They're doing this because of revenge. Meanwhile, the job don't know how they feel. That person they're in a relationship with, they don't know how they feel. The person they're married to don't know how they feel. Family don't know how they feel. But they just have this agenda to get revenge. You see how it works, y'all? They're doing this behind revenge. They have this underhanded resentment, which causes them to turn on you. The moment they were just waiting. They had their ducks in a row. They waited till you were asleep. They waited till they gained your trust. They waited until you had your eyes closed on them, right? And the moment you turned your back, they struck you like a snake. Next thing, y'all, number 4, their own entitlement, all right? Their own entitlement. Entitlement is bad because they feel like they are deserving of some things that they have yet to work hard for. Let me break this down, y'all. Let's just take the movie Cookout, the guy who became an NBA player. He was a basketball player. And all his family started coming around him. And I get it. What the movie was trying to portray was all it takes is one person to become successful and they can bring a family together. And it was all about family. I get that. Family is good when it's good, right? But y'all stick with me, y'all. When he became successful, people became entitled to his success. They became entitled to the things that he had worked so hard for. And the thing that is selfish about that is you don't care how hard he worked for it. You don't care how all the lonely nights he had to go through. You didn't care about people who switched up on him or people who walked out on him. You don't care about all the things that he had to go through, those obstacles that you didn't see, those hardships, right? It's tough. And so when a person is entitled, regardless of your circumstances and what you had to go through, it shows the type of individuals they are. And that speaks to their selfishness. It speaks to the inconsideration that they have for other people, right? Which means a person who turn on you, if they have this entitlement, they will switch up regardless of in the time of need. You can have cancer. You can be, your kids need help. You lost your job. It does not matter. Their own entitlement says, I deserve to be happy, right? Regardless of whatever my friend is going through. Their own entitlement says, I deserve to have more. I deserve to go travel. I deserve to do whatever it is that's going to benefit and please me, regardless of whatever your circumstances are. And that's not the meaning of friendship. Friendship is based on inconvenience. You don't get to be my friend when it's convenient. No, you got to be my friend when it's inconvenient. That is what makes a friendship. You think Jay-Z answered the phone for everybody? Nope. But I guarantee you he answered the phone for his close friends. His close friends. Make sense what I'm saying, y'all? So it was their own entitlement that caused them to betray you and turn on you for somebody else. But they instantly regretted it. The last thing, y'all, is going to be number 5, and that is the thrill, all right? It's the thrill, y'all. The reason why people cheat, and this is bigger than cheating, I'm just using this as an analogy, but the reason why people cheat is because it can be a thrill behind it, right? This ain't the only reason. Obviously, people cheat because of finances. People cheat because of revenge. I mean, it's all type of other reasons of why people cheat. But one of the biggest reasons is the thrill. You know, some people want excitement. Some people need that outside joy, that outside validation, right? That outside attention. It gives them a thrill. I was watching a movie, y'all, called A Widow's Game. It's about a Hispanic lady who took the life of her husband, who was also Hispanic. This is a real life true story too. She took the life of her husband by manipulating another man to do it, okay? But whether she did it with her bare hands or told somebody else to do it, it's still like she did it because it would not have happened had she not said nothing. The point is, though, y'all, is this right here. She was mad at him because he found out that she was cheating on her. She got pissed, big mad. And so she was delusional about it. And she manipulated one of her little boyfriends and got that guy to kill her husband by lying to him, saying that he's abusing me and he's hurting me. The whole time it was her. But why was she cheating in the first place? It was the thrill. Some people get a kick out of stealing something knowing that nobody knows but them, right? Celebrities make jokes about it all the time. I still go steal just to see if I got it. It's a thrill behind it. People cheat behind the thrill. Let me go to the club and see if I still got it. You know, let me go to this job and see if I can still get the job. I just want to know if I'm still qualified. I just want to know if I'm still, that dude. What I'm saying is, y'all, is that sometimes people don't even have to have a reason. It can just be a thrill. This is why people will turn on you, thinking that you will never find out. Right? So, family, with that being said, y'all, that's going to be the reasons of why they turned on you for somebody else. Okay? But they instantly regretted it once they realized that they just wasn't you. Simple as that. Somebody drop that down below in the comments. They ain't me. Okay? But family, as y'all already know, y'all make sure y'all check out any one of those Yes Sir t-shirts, Yes Sir hoodies. Y'all book a one-on-one session with your boy. Not only that, y'all, get one of those books and be sure to go over to the Rich Mentality Academy. I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Y'all keep a rich mentality. Peace.